Hello friends, again welcome to my channel. Now today we are discussing about the second part about the probiotics. Now within this, in the previous lecture we are discussing that what are the probiotics. That is these probiotics, these are nothing but the live microbial cell strains. That is the live microorganism. We are consuming the live microorganisms which are responsible for improving our intestinal microflora, and in that case they are responsible for giving the various types of the health benefits that we are already discussed, that which are the benefits of these probiotics. Now today we are discussing about which are the bacterial strains that can be used as an probiotic strains. As the study it is started with the lactobacillus, no doubt these lactobacilli or the lactic acid bacteria, these are the most efficient and most important probiotic strains which are used for the development of these probiotic foods. Now within that lactobacillus species, the lactobacillus acidophilus, lactobacillus plantarum, lactobacillus caseus, that is subspecies it is the rhamnosus, then the lactobacilli brevis, lactobacilli delbruecae, subspecies bulgaricus. These are the specific strains of the lactic acid bacteria or the lactobacillus species which are preferentially used during the preparation of probiotic foods. Again, the one of the second most species which is preferentially used as an probiotic strain, it includes the bifidobacterium, that is the bacillus bifidobacterium adelphinensis, then the bifidobacterium bifidum, bifidobacterium longum, bifidobacterium infantis, and the bifidobacterium brevi. These are the species of the bifidobacterium which can be used as an probiotic strains. Now, along with these lactic acid bacteria or the lactobacillus species and the bifidobacterium, other strains they can be also used as an probiotic food, which includes the Streptococcus thermophilus, then the Lactococcus lactis subspecies, the Cremoceres, Enterococcus faecium, then the Leuconostoc mesenteroid. Now this Leuconostoc mesenteroid which is used within the preparation of sauerkraut, then the Propionibacterium fredencricae, then the Pediococcus acidilacticae, Saccharomyces bowleri. All of these species, these are used or this can be used as an probiotic food, which are also having the similar beneficial effect like that of the lactobacillus species and the bifidobacterium. Now, what is the amount in which or what are the doses of these probiotic foods which are responsible for giving the beneficial effects? Now, the minimum consumption it is 100 gram of a probiotic food, 100 gram of probiotic food with 10 raised to 7 colony forming units per gram, that is the 10 raised to 7 microbial strains or the microbial cells which are present per gram of that food. Now the most of the probiotics, these are not responsible for giving the permanent effect or these are not permanently adhere in the intestine, means as we are consuming this food which are containing these live microbial strains, these are not having the ability to permanently adhere to our intestine, but they are having the ability to exert their effect, as whenever these are entered within our intestine or whenever they are passes through the intestine, they metabolized and grow during their growth, and during this their colonization they are exerting such type of the beneficial effect. Now due to their metabolic activities, preferentially there is the acidic conditions they will develop within our intestine which are responsible for replacing the pathogenic microorganisms which are colonized within our intestine. The daily consumption of these bacteria is probably the best way for maintaining their effectiveness. Now we are considering about some of the examples, that is the basic examples of this probiotic food. Normally whenever we are discussing about this probiotic food, the fermented foods, these are preferentially, these are acts as an probiotic food. Normally the fermented milk products, these are the best probiotics which are having the health beneficial effects. Now within that, the yogurt which is made from the milk or the cream which are inoculated with the probiotic strain, that is the Streptococcus thermophilus or the Lactobacillus acidophilus. Using the Lactobacillus acidophilus, again there is also development of the acidophilus milk, or again the strain it is the Lactobacillus bulgaricus. This can be used for the production of the yogurt and acidophilus milk. Majorly within the Turkey there is the production of this yogurt. These are available in the innumerable forms and with different flavors, that is the low fat chocolate yogurt, then the drinkable fruit flavored goat yogurt, then the neon colored yogurt in the squeeze tubes. Means within the different forms there is the availability of this fermented milk product. Now the another one, it is the Yakult dairy drink, that is it is also again the probiotic culture dairy beverage, which is having the citrus flavor, and these are sold in the single shot containers that contain the around 8 billion live and the active lactobacilli kg within each of the bottle. Now as different standard forms of these probiotic foods, means within which different forms there is the availability of these probiotic strains, that is they may be available within the capsule form, then the sticks, powder blends, or the chewable tablets. Specifically these probiotic foods, these are also given to the children whenever these are suffered from the diarrhea. Now what are the foods for the probiotics? Now the synergistic effect between the components of the food and the probiotic cultures, these are important. For that purpose the food it should be considered. Then the natural buffering of the stomach acid by the food also enhances the stability of consumed probiotics. Means normally within the stomach the acidic conditions these are present, which are responsible for enhancing the stability of the consumed probiotics, because all of these probiotic strains that we are considered, that we are used for the preparation of these probiotic foods, these can be well grow at the acidic condition, and these acidic conditions which are present within the stomach, these are responsible for enhancing the effects of these probiotic strains. Now the dairy products, these are containing the probiotics provide a number of high quality nutrients, means within that the different nutrients these are present, as these are the fermented milk products, that is the calcium, protein, because the milk it is a good source of the calcium and protein, along with that the bioactive peptides, sphingolipids, and the conjugated linoleic acids. Now the foods which are containing the probiotics into the daily food choices can become a lifestyle habit. Means if we are daily intaken such type of the probiotic foods, these are responsible for reducing the diseases and also giving the different types of the health benefits. Now as these are the most of the health benefits which are associated with the probiotic, there may be some of the side effects they may be carries along with these probiotics, but these are the rare cases. Means rarely there are the side effects which are associated with this probiotic food. Now there may be the rare cases which are responsible for causing the bloating, diarrhea, and the abdominal pain. The second one, it is if we are taking this probiotic in an excess amount, they may be cause the infection that require a medical attention. Means due to some alterations or any changes or our immunocompromised state, they may be responsible for causation of such type of the infections. Now those of the peoples which are having some of the diseases or the deficient immune system, that is the compromised immune system, they may be cause the potential health problems which may include the skin rashes, fever, or the bloody stools. Means those persons which are having the weakened immune system, those avoid such excess intake of the probiotics because they may be cause the problems. Now sometimes the interaction in between the immunocompressive drugs and these probiotics, they may be responsible for giving the life threatening conditions. So those peoples which are taking such type of the immunosuppressive drugs, they must be avoid the intake of such type of the probiotic foods. Now all of these are the strains which are used within the probiotics, some of the side effects of the probiotics, and which of examples of the probiotic food. So it is the whole information about the probiotics. Now in the next video we are discussing about the another related concept with this of the probiotics, that is the prebiotics and the symbiotics. So if you like this video, please subscribe my channel and also share this video with your friends. Thank you.